Good morning, everybody. I have just got a really lovely review yesterday for microneedling on a scar. Now, I know a lot of people are a little bit worried about microneedling on scars because sometimes you think they already feel a little bit weird, the texture of them, like in terms of when you touch them, if they're a little bit numb, they can feel a bit a little bit painful almost. It can almost feel a bit strange, so you think, oh, microneedling on it might seem very painful. But in actual fact, it's not as painful as what you think it is. It's very light, and it's very quick as well. The process and the difference that it can make, and it can actually bring those feelings back. It's got a chance of reconnecting those nerves, so that those feelings can come back to the scar tissue, along with the colour and along with a softer skin through the needling process. So all of this can actually help with the symptoms that you're getting from it, especially if you've got a scar either on your belly, a cesarean scar, where it's pinching in, it's pulling on your muscles, it's pulling on your flesh. It makes you feel uncomfortable with clothes and things like that as well. Or it's on a moving part of your body like an arm or a leg, and it's actually restricting your movement. Scars, when they are needled, can actually soften, and so what that can mean is that you can have better mobility, and hopefully you won't experience as much pain with them. I can't sort of rave about the treatment enough. It should be called magic needling. It's great. So I did have a really lovely review about this yesterday from my client Rachel. Now, we've actually only just done the second treatment for her yesterday, but even from the first treatment, let me just grab my phone and I'll read you what she says. Okay, so Rachel says, I've just had my second session of scar microneedling with Fern. I have to admit I wasn't hopeful that a huge difference could be made to my old C-section scar. After struggling with pain and tightness, I was willing to give it a try. She'd already been to a number of different services, I believe through the NHS and private, to try and help with the scar and to help with her mobility, because she loves to go to the gym, she loves to train, she's a very active mum. But she was finding that, especially at one end of her scar, it was very pulled in, very pinched, and it was actually affecting her hips and affecting her mobility and affecting and creating lots of pain for her. So that's what she was sort of referring to there. So I have been completely blown away with the results even after one session. The scar has flattened out and lightened, and the tightness and pain I have been getting has been totally resolved. Now, this is only from one treatment. Now, you would usually recommend a treatment course of 6 treatments to achieve a full recovery, if you like, from the scarring, and it depends obviously on the age of the scar, the severity of the scar, how the scar's been created, whether it was surgical, whether it was a burn, whether it was an injury, as to how well it's going to react. And everybody's body is different and they heal different, but the process of microneedling uses your own body and almost gives it a kickstart. So that's what it can actually do. But even just from one treatment, the pain's gone, the tightness is gone. She's able to do everything that she's been wanting to do in the gym for months and even years, straight away with no pain and with very little downtime. She had a little bit of redness to start with, a little bit of dryness, but she said it healed really easily and really well. There's no real bleeding. You get some pinpoint redness to it. I'll share a picture afterwards if anybody's interested. So it's a really easy heal. It's not overly painful. It's not even as painful as a tattoo, and even that, as I explained to most of you before you come, it's not that painful. So, and what else does she say? It's been totally resolved, and I would totally recommend anyone considering to give it a try, even over old scars. So I hope that encourages anyone who has been struggling with any scarring and tightness to give it a try. Give it a try and see whether it can work for you. It's always worth a try, isn't it? Especially if you're in pain, or it's pulling or stopping you doing things, or affecting your mobility. All right, guys. Speak soon.